Hello everyone, welcome back to Heena's online classroom. Um, Today is the continuation of what we learned just a week ago, which was about Toronto van attack. So we were talking about the assailant, the suspect, and what kind of status he was in at the time. So we'll start just from there, okay? I'm just right now I'm collecting some information on our TEL summer camp, English summer camp. I will probably put it on my blog and also put it on the YouTube video sometime soon. I think I'm expecting to do it, within a week or so. So please stay in tune. All right, so let's get started. Okay, the page when we were on the other time was a post on Heena쌤's Facebook said the incel rebellion has already begun and referred to Supreme Gentleman Elliot Rodger. Okay, I know we covered this part just before, but on our previous video, but we are doing that again because there are some words I really like you to remember, because you'll be probably able to use it while you are speaking with native speakers. Okay, especially if you're living in Toronto area, I'm pretty sure you will hear this word quite often. So yeah, let's do that again. Okay, I understand. I'm sorry that sometimes it's not fun to repeating things, but I think this is really important and also I like you to remember this word. Okay, so a post on Facebook. We can say that, right? A post on Facebook, someone's Facebook, a post on Heena쌤's Facebook, a post on his Facebook. Yes, we can say that. Said the incel rebellion. Incel is an acronym, okay? It could be both. One can be involuntarily celibate or involuntary celibacy. Okay, these are two different words which has the same meaning, but they have different usages. Okay, for example, involuntarily celibate is basically an adjective. So you can say, I am an involuntarily celibate. Okay, or I can say, I am involuntarily celibate. So basically this means a person that it has this kind of condition, or it could be an adjective. While involuntary celibacy is basically the condition itself. Okay, both of them can be shortened as incel. When they say incel, is basically somebody who is single forever, who, for some reason they cannot go on a date. Okay, which is totally out of their control. So that is an incel, okay, or incel. So, all right, so you will get to use this word very often. So when you need to use it, just use it, okay? Because it's such a word. It's a kind of word that you will probably hear way more often these days, okay? More often these days than other time. All right, and we'll just keep going. Incel rebellion. Rebellion, when we say rebel, that is a verb, which is basically to resist in a very violent manner, or it has a connotation of illegality. So this is not legal. When they say rebel, it's just more something out of the law. Okay, has already begun. And refer to, when we say refer to, it's basically write about who? Supreme Gentleman Elliot Rodger. So he has some sort of admiration for Elliot Rodger. So who is Elliot Rodger? Elliot Rodger was there comes the second, the next sentence. Rodger was the 22-year-old California man responsible for deadly rampage in Isla Vista, California that left 6 people dead. So Roger is a person who killed actually 6 people. By doing what? By shooting rampage. Rampage. What is a rampage? Rampage is something that's done very quickly and violently. Okay, so because he killed people. Okay, by shooting. So yeah, Isla Vista is the name of the place somewhere in California. Okay, so for some reason, this guy thought highly of a killer named Elliot Rodger. So Elliot Rodger is another person who is actually incel. So yeah, he had a very huge problem with ladies, with girls who wouldn't go out with him. So it's a kind of, I mean, this insult thing is kind of becoming a very big issue in Western society when, you know, when you reach a certain age, you go out and date, which is a kind of, I mean, common notion in Western society, but for some reason, you cannot date. For some reason, girls wouldn't want to go out with you. And they are taking it as a kind of, I mean, how do you say? They are becoming kind of more, they are thinking that, I mean, they take the offensive. Like, okay, it's not my problem, it's the girl's problem. They don't know, they don't basically respect me. They don't understand how great I am. So it's their fault, not mine. So yeah, this is a huge problem. So I'm pretty sure you will have way more chances to talk about this kind of issues sooner or later. Okay, so we'll move on to the next page. Excuse me, I'm trying to find the page that I'm looking for. Pardon me. Okay, here it comes. Okay, the takedown, but okay, how did it end? How did this attack end? Once the vehicle stopped, the driver got out and pointed something black at a police officer, holding it like a handgun and daring the officer to kill him. According to witnesses, the video posted to Twitter. Okay, so let's see one more time. Once the vehicle is basically a car, and he was driving a van. Once when his van stopped, the driver, that's Alec Minassian, of course, he got out of the car and pointed something, which is something black, at a police officer. Yes. So holding it like a handgun, a pistol, right? And daring the officer to kill him. He basically told the police officer, shoot me, kill me, yes. And according to the witnesses and videos posted to Twitter. Yes, basically, I mean, it's really difficult to find witnesses there. But, they find a few witnesses, and also they also found videos, probably, captured by the phone cameras, of course, and also they were also posted on Twitter. Okay, you can either say posted to Twitter or posted on Twitter, posted on Facebook, yeah, whichever. Both of them are right, basically. Okay, the officer ignored him. Yeah, for some reason the officer really didn't listen to him. He really didn't react to him. He didn't this guy was trying to provoke the officer, but for some reason the police officer decided not to be provoked by this guy, and advancing slowly and just approaching him slowly, who dropped the object he was holding. Then finally the assailant, the suspect, dropped whatever the thing, whichever the thing he was holding at the time. So we don't know what that was, but it was obviously it wasn't a handgun, okay? But for some reason he was holding that thing only to basically provoke the police officer. Right? No shots were fired by the officer, right? By the police officer in the encounter. And the officer is being praised for keeping a cool head in the situation. Okay, here comes a very interesting expression. Basically, to keep a cool head. Basically, to stay calm. Yeah. What police was trying to do is basically calm down the suspect, because if suspect is overly excited, things can go wrong, right? So what the police was trying to do? What the police was trying to do was to de-escalate the situation, not to overexcite the assailant, so he can easily subdue him. Okay, so which is a very I think it's really encouraging that to see this kind of police officers who has basically cool mind and who wouldn't be instigated by some excuse my language, but some idiots like him. So he could actually successfully subdue the assailant and also arrest him. So yes, this is basically a ballpark summary of what happened in Toronto in April. It's already more than a week ago, and we are still processing it, right? And again, it is a tragedy. I really hope things like this never happen again. But I think it's just more coming out of some sort of insecurity of themselves. People really have low self-esteem. Can be sometimes dangerous. So if you think you are not good enough, there are some ways to deal with that. Okay, just the best thing is to find someone who you can trust. Okay, I think communication is very important. Sometimes people think way better than you think you are. Okay, so don't be foolish. All right, if you think you are not good enough, well, let's find a way to make you feel better about yourself. If it's something, if you think you have to learn a little more, go ahead. If you want to have some fun, go ahead. But please, be nice to yourself. I think that's really important. Okay. There has been a lot of things going on, in my private sector, and actually one of my friends passed away, only days ago, and we just found that out yesterday. And I'm really saddened because he was such a great friend. But apparently he had his own issues going on in his life, and we really didn't know. Okay, we knew some of his other issues, but for some reason he really didn't share much with us. So when you have friends and you think your friends can help you and understand you, I think it's really important to ask for help. And I know asking for help is not easy. It's not always easy. But I really like it to communicate with people. And, and also it really doesn't matter if there's someone you talk to is Korean or Canadian. So I think always speaking the language is very important when you want to share something. All right. Okay, and I think that's it for the day. And hopefully I can just collect put the things together on our English summer camp, and probably I will be able to talk to you about that in my next video. Thank you so much. Have a great week, and I will see you soon on my next video. Bye for now. Bye bye.